My people uprise, some ride the bench, some play the front line, some are on the fence. I said it many times before, but once again, I'ma ride for my people to the end. Yet I'ma ride for my people to the end, my friend. I'ma ride for my people to the end. I said my people uprise, some ride the bench, some play the front line, some are on the fence. I said it many times before, but once again, I'ma ride for my people to the end. I say a shade when I hear something that I believe in, but unfortunately I don't see a lot of genius walking city streets feeling like I got a demon, forcing me to tell society I'm not a heathen. See a lot of brothers dropping for a lot of reasons, a lot of loading up and cocking and a lot of squeezing, plus the brothers
so the British Act of Emancipation was passed in March of 1833, and 2 years after, a massive rebellion, one of the biggest in the history of British slavery. In the Caribbean, a rebellion that took place in Jamaica in 1831, and there had also been a rebellion in Demerara, which became part of British Guyana in 1823, and one before that in Barbados in 1816. So these rebellions that were sort of in the lead up to British emancipation that finally convinced the British that if they did not take control of the process of emancipation with legislation, then it was going to come some other way. And the fear, what haunted them, was the Haitian Revolution. Right? They did not want to find themselves, like the French before them, facing revolution from below, facing a revolutionary process of emancipation. So the Act of Emancipation in which was passed in March of 1833, was very much a response to that fear of slavery.
It's not about giving each African person a check. It has to include addressing the trauma our community experienced during the 400 years of enslavement, the untold brutality, the horror of it. There must be recognition that it affects us today, and reparations in many ways must be made, including professional help for those suffering what Dr. Joy Leary has identified as post-traumatic slave syndrome. For instance, there is no recognition of racism as a health concern, and we know of untold cases where people who have experienced racism in school, in their workplaces, how their health has deteriorated. I know
religions of African origin, when we connect with African-based practices, you're going to find a similarity among many other indigenous cultures. And why is it that this message came up? You can talk about dates in history. We can talk about Revolta dos Malays. We can talk about the Revolta dos Alfaiates, which was happening at the same time of the Haitian Revolution.
Carnival. I know that there is a crop over in Barbados. I know that several other islands now have Carnival as a tourist attraction. But here in Canada, Caribana is a good example. The tradition comes out of Trinidad Carnival, and it has all the elements, thank you, of Trinidad Carnival. Now, something very significant, whether it's by coincidence, whether it's fate, I don't know, but here in Ontario, we celebrate what is called Simcoe Day, which coincides with the date of emancipation. And the irony is that most of the people who get on the lakeshore and wine and show their beads, brassiere, bikini, and bumsi, have no income.
They just wrapped African skin around the fashion movement. And we can move houses, and we can move mountains, we can move the homeless into decent new houses. I'm seeking truth every time I speak in boots bouncing. What's the price of freedom? At least a few thousand deaths. Police rounds in your chest, flesh decays, but powerful sounds manifest. The struggle beefs up, but we remain blessed. They strategize on us, but we can play chess. I carry on the Creole tradition, cause fiat funds make folks forget we got the wisdom to set our lives free out the system. Let our minds reroute the mission. You better listen. Yeah, I said it, you better listen. Cause this is how we bring dreams to fruition. My people uprise, some ride the bench, some play the front line, some are on the fence. I said it many times before, but once again, I'm a ride for my people to the end. Yes, I'm a ride for my people to the end, my friend. I'm a ride for my people to the end. I'm a ride for my people to the end. I'm a